Hello, my dear viewers. How was your holidays? I am still waiting. It's ridiculous. On my camera focus on my files and computer files, and today July 5th. Today July 5th. And I focus on one of my files. It's another one. First 30 of April, and price came as a certificate. Yeah, I still have it. There's lots of others I show in my first video about PCH. Then here I found 10 February. I was making picture, and I was putting like sticker and making a picture. 10 February 2021, year after I received certificate. It's a digitally receipt of eligibility to win. Receipt. Price approved for delivery. Where is my price? Who stole my identity? And Donald Trump as a president really involved in this crime. Yes, it is crime. Somebody milking, share it with them, with the Donald Trump group of that. Bad. I believe he likes the trolls. Trolls, it's just like that those kind of people who pretend to be a Jews cover for the biblical people. And they are absolutely his slave of those criminal people who just do everything for themselves. There is no democracy. Don't mess it, democracy and socialism. Democracy, it's for every legal citizen. Means the laws stay for every legal citizen. It's my job. And look, somebody's stealing it on the way. Now I would like to talk about, here is another file. I was scrolling, find another file. Year ago, 2025, in summer,
click to load.
Here is a little video. Was coming, dropping, you remember I was making those videos and was dropping this sign. Yes, sign about management being changed. So since 2025, summertime till now, PCH management is changed. My game is finished in the middle of April. I just got that first
inside of my
part.
PCH came on the screen this message. The publisher clearing house under the new ownership.
Yes, but when I click it, I didn't make it to the video. When I click it, well, let's hear it.
Hopefully, I start reading. I'm thinking right away that my long time pending.
Yes, commitment keeping, but there is somebody in the government who is interested to hold it unfairly. And as longer time he hold, as more money he milking, and he doesn't care about those people who in share will fall. As he would put it, they got it all. That's how they flashing, getting rid of people and getting a big, huge part of money.
With such amounts, and on a PCH, and my Casino World game. Casino World game, by the way, I found their prizes and I played on the PCH. PCH has started to play.
Yes, I am just mentioning here playing PCH and observing this sign that I also, and I talked about it many times. I showed my casino game, the other one, World Casino. I found one game when I started playing already PCH game, and since that I play already separate game as a casino game. it's a separate game. But as I made a conclusion many times, that they are communicating together, communicating. Perhaps something has to help me to get my all earned prices, which are pending and confirmed. Every day I was clicking on pending prices, which confirmed after I clicked, because every price every day, super price also had a different number. So many numbers for pending prices. Big collection of winning pending prizes till the very end of the game, and I did it, played it till the very end. When I clicked on this sign, it was this. I wrote it down. It shows the PCH address, new digital address. I just wrote it by pen. You see, and they also suggest, new ownership I wrote, and also International Association of BBB, Better Business Bureau. It's international, right? So I have to drive in Virginia and talk to them or call them. But you know, these days when there's so much of a trouble government we have, they could put a smartphone there and you would just call, like, you know, like with Social Security, you know. They wanna steal part of your money, they will, just when you say at your home, which everything is monitored to, like I say everything to my husband, everyone from Spectrum.com, which serve my computer and, you know, and TV, and every word we say, they are hearing. I say that I'm gonna call to Social Security office. I got a letter that I will gonna get this kind of amount, and somebody is stealing on the way, because I talked to the person and it was probably a smartphone, waiting a long time. So they using a smartphone. The bad people using a smartphones yet, But here is the address. Let's rely that this has to be a true. When all new ownerships changed. That was a year ago I got this message from clicking on this first message. All right, this is my files. Let me get from the files to this. I start watching this short, small video from MSN. And let's watch it together. He doing anything and everything. Where he getting so much money? He was such a big bankrupt, right? Bankrupt, he and all his family. And what? Just because he using me, my achievement, and using a person, supposedly they were supporting that person who impersonate me, stealing my identity. What else can I think, my dear viewers? What else? Till what? How long they gonna extend? Already 2.5 months passed since I finished the game. How long? Because only the answer, they still milking, not enough. They still milking, very greedy. Okay, but meanwhile, Donald Trump, who is supposedly still president in our government, United States, already, you know, trying to do new passports with his images. What else? Green cards, everything is in a gold color, yes. And here is a new video and had why Trump can't put himself on a 250 bill. Yeah, concerning a 250 anniversary of United States being born as a country. All right, let's hear that. You see behind of this fellow, a news commentator, there are a bill he prepared already with such a mean face. How? I tell you, why I mean? But where? Who else could be a reason for my game which did not show up as a price? Who else?
based on a $250 bill.
I love the idea.
Because of this guy, Spencer Clark.
What?
In the 1860s,
And today, July 5th, right?
he ran America's currency printing operation.
He is part of the approval process, absolutely.
Now, no one's entirely sure what happened, but according to one story, Congress wanted a new 5-cent note that honored explorer William Clark of Lewis and Clark fame. But the paperwork just said, put Clark on the bill. So Spencer Clark put Clark on the bill.
We don't want to ever have that.
That would have been bad enough, but Clark had a bit of a reputation. He had spent years fending off criminal investigations, allegations of corruption, favoritism, and let's just say impropriety with his female staff.
Nobody's ever seen anything like it.
The backlash to Clark's new numismatic fame was intense. One Pennsylvania congressman called it derogatory to the dignity and self-respect of the United States and finished his speech by saying, "I trust the House will support me," in the cry of, "Off with their heads." So Congress passed a new law. Yeah, they used to pass laws. Banning portraits of any living person from U.S. currency. So whether it's Trump, Obama, or anybody else still kicking around, the law is clear. No, but it's not because of that. It's because...
Okay, law is still clear. Then I understand that I must receive my price, and soon. But still, somebody holds it for any reason, for anything they would say. They're very smart. The evil is very cunning because they're smart. They for a long time will prevail above the good, positive things, positive rules, because they will do everything and anything to extend the period, because only one reason I understand. Somebody is still milking the price and somebody will gonna die because of this. But better it would be a right one, I would say.
Because of a polarizing, self-promoting government official hounded by ethics controversies, investigations, and rumors of impropriety.
You'd think the First Lady of the United States would automatically be the First Lady of Fashion.
So much
but for
to
Melania
do about
Adobe Acrobat
nothing.
AI